Hello, all you wonderful people. It's me, Melissa, a very tired but motivated pregnant woman. So, today I am doing a bunch of freezer meals. We're going to do breakfast, lunches, and dinners. And I usually try to do it within 1 or 2 days, but because things are getting a little more difficult, it's harder to stand and do a lot of stuff at one time. I am going to be spreading this out over several days. So today I'm starting the first part. But let's go through real quick what we are doing. So for breakfast, I'm going to do some Make Ahead smoothie kits. I'm going to put them in quart-size freezer bags, and it will have like 2 servings in each. I'm going to be doing 12 of those bags, so 24 servings of those. The ones that I'm going to be doing are, and I will link all of these recipes down below, a green smoothie, orange dream, I think I'm doing 2 of each of these, blueberry orange, strawberry banana, just beat it, and mango pear. So those are the ones I'm doing for that. And then I'm also going to be doing some whole wheat pancakes. I think I'm going to do 2 recipes, which will make a little over 20 pancakes. And then sausage egg muffins. I'm going to do 2 recipes of that, and it will make me, I think, 12 individual muffins. Since we haven't tried those or the pancakes, I didn't want to go like crazy and do a ton. Plus, I don't have like a ton of room in my freezer, so you know. For lunches, my husband's really liking black bean burgers, but they are quite expensive, so I'm going to try a recipe out. So I'll just be doing 1 recipe of this, and it'll make 6. But they're actually pretty good, so if I really like these, those will be a regular in my freezer meals. And then I'm also going to do chicken burritos. Again, new recipe, so I'm just going to do 1, and I think it makes 10. And then for dinners, I'm going to be doing 4 meatloafs, my meatloaf recipe that I like to do, 4 pans of enchiladas, 4 things of marinated chicken, a baked potato soup that I can just put in the Instant Pot, and I think I'm going to be able to split it and make 2 dinners out of it. And this is the first time I'm trying that. And then I'm going to be doing 2 recipes for pulled pork sandwiches. And then a recipe of Instant Pot chili. So also the pulled pork is in Instant Pot. Pulled pork chili, or Instant Pot chili, and I think I'm going to be able to get 2 dinners out of that as well. So how many dinners is that? 4, 8, 12, 16, 17, 18 dinners. And then I did buy, the fried rice that I did in my last freezer meal video, I did not like it. Nobody was really a fan of it. I don't know. So we have some at Sam's Club that we really like, so I did buy another box of that. So I have 2 dinners out of that I have in my freezer that I'll be able to use after baby is born. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with the smoothies. I still have to get, I did 1 grocery haul at Sam's Club today for like all of my bulk meats and all of that kind of stuff. And then I got to do 1 more grocery haul for the regular grocery store tomorrow, and then I'll be able to do more. But I'm just going to go ahead and start labeling my bags for the freezer, or for the smoothies, and I do have a few of the frozen fruits for it, so I'm going to go ahead and put those in the individual bags, put those in the freezer, and then I'll stuff the rest of them tomorrow. So I decided to go ahead and label all of my bags, and I put the name, the date, and then also the instructions. As you can see, those are kind of longer, but I put the instructions on it so I don't have to pull back out the recipe to find the instructions. Good morning. Yes, I'm still in my robe. And I'm going to be sitting for as much as this freezer meal prep as I can. So today I'm getting an early start. Dishes are going. I'm going to do the Instant Pot pulled pork. Got like a giant pork butt here. How many pounds is this? I'm going to use this to make 2 bags, 2 recipes. So this is 7.5 pounds. And it says for each to use a 3 to 4 pounds. So that'll be perfect. And then I got this Duke's Carolina Gold barbecue sauce that I'm going to be using. So yummy, yummy. Got to make the rub, cut this up, put it in bags, put the barbecue sauce in bags. Pretty easy. Okay, now for the barbecue sauce, and we're done with those 2. So when I cook these, I'll just, put them in the Instant Pot, shred them for pork, and we'll either do them on tacos or on buns, and then have like a vegetable with them. So these are actually really, really easy. I mean, these would be easy in the Instant Pot anyways, but it's just a few less steps that I have to do to get dinner in the Instant Pot. Why? What other mom uses their teeth to open things but then tells their kids not to? Okay. So we have to do 1 cup in the bag. Whew. Oh my goodness. Just got a little messy. I would love it if you guys would share your favorite freezer meals in the comments, because then I can try out some different ones next time. I always love, every single time I do freezer meals, I always try out a couple of new ones, and I'm going to shape this kind of so it'll fit in the Instant Pot. I have a big Instant Pot though, actually. try to do a few new ones as well as some ones that we love and I know that all of my family is going to eat. So I always like to hear recommendations. Ooh. 2. Then we've got to do a half a cup in each of these bags for the extra, which really you could just leave it. You could just leave it in here. I don't know, I'm going to do the directions. But it makes sense that you could just have barbecue sauce extra instead of dumping it in a bag. Oh. I guess then you don't have to keep it, either keep it in your fridge or keep it in your freezer, one or the other, you know. Okay, I cleaned all of that up. I like to clean as I go when I can. And we're gonna go back to the smoothies. I have to make a like smoothie base, which has just plain Greek yogurt, vanilla, and orange juice concentrate. So I'm gonna mix all that up and then put blobs on this because I don't have nice silicone ice cube trays that will make nice little things, so I'm just going to use them. I think they said a tablespoon full. And then once those freeze, then I'll come back. I'll probably work on some other stuff. Then I'll come back and fill the rest of the smoothie bags. Okay, let's go. Okay, now I've got to make like over 100 of these blobs. I was gonna do this last night, but you know, life happens. So let's get going. Ice cube trays are probably really nice because I don't know how many I'm going to fit on this. If I keep doing these smoothies, I'll probably have to invest in some because, yeah, this is going to take a lot of trays. And they have to freeze for like 2 hours. So I'm going to get a lot of other meals done in the meantime. But yeah, this is a lot. I just made 48 of those and it took 2 pans and I don't have a lot of room in my freezer. So I'm actually going to try to just scoop the mixture in here without being frozen. I'm sure the reason that you freeze it is so that it just falls out really easily into your blender. So I'm just gonna risk it. I'm gonna try it out. Maybe those ones I'm gonna have to like leave out on the counter for a few minutes to thaw out enough to where I can get it out of the bag, but I'm gonna risk it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that on half of my smoothie bags. Okay, I wanted to tell you guys that I had some extra spinach, yogurt, sherbet, and blueberries, and then also some berries that I had in my freezer from before, and I made 4, 5, 6 extra smoothies, and I think actually I made 2 extra the other day, so I'll tell you at the end of the video how many I end up with, but happy about that. I am now going to be bagging 5. I was actually planning on 4, but because I got a little over 6 pounds of chicken, boneless, skinless chicken tenderloins, and I paid $2.98 a pound, which is pretty good here. I'm going to actually be able to make 5 chicken marinades, and then I'm going to set 1 pound aside for my chicken burritos. So I'm going to trim the little fat off and divide it into all these. Oh, and then for the recipes, it needed garlic. I already chopped all of the garlic, so I've got to divvy up the chicken and then put all of the seasonings and stuff in here. We really love these because they have such good flavor and they're already ready to go. Most of the time we cook them either on the stove or in the oven, and then do it with rice and some sort of vegetable. But you could do them on the grill, you could do them in the Instant Pot, you could do them in the crock pot, however you want to cook your chicken, and then whatever you want to put with it. You could put, you know, mashed potatoes with it, you could put pasta with it, or you could just have chicken and vegetable. So let's go ahead and start divvying up this chicken. Okay, that's all divvied up. Now I've got to add all the stuff, and it's super easy. So. And then what I do is we'll close it all up, and I will get it all good and mixed together before I lay it. I like to lay it flat in my freezer. And then I'll just take it out the night before to thaw for us to cook. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of those. Oh, that one's sticky. Dang it. Okay, I've got to do some cleaning now before we start the next one. This one got quite a bit messy. Oh, honey. Okay, we're about 3 hours in today, and I probably did an hour yesterday. So 4 hours in, and I want to get done before I take a break for lunch these chicken burritos and finish up the smoothies, because those things should almost be frozen now. So we're gonna get started. Oh, I gotta start the rice too. Okay, we'll go ahead and season these. While the rice is finishing cooking for the burritos, I'm gonna go ahead and finish the smoothies. I think if I like these smoothies, I definitely have to get a silicone ice cube tray or trays to do this, because I think it will, oh, what? That was not even, we're just gonna scoop it up. We're gonna scoop it up. That's what we're gonna do, because I want to be done with these smoothies. Okay, let's see, these strawberry banana ones, I think I have all of it except for this. So let's do these first. I think they're more thawed or frozen. Interesting. Yep. Definitely getting the ice cube trays. Or, actually, if it works to where you don't even have to freeze them, I can just scoop it straight in. Because at this point, that's kind of what it looks like I'm doing. And they've been in the freezer. Maybe my freezer isn't cold enough. Maybe I should look at that. They've been freezing for like 3 hours. I don't know. Okay, let me go get the pear, and we'll be done with the smoothies. I think this actually calls for a whole pear, but grocery pickup, they gave me one, so it's gonna be a half a pear in each. Oh, I guess I need to. And this one's not completely ripe yet. Hopefully it'll taste good in a smoothie, because I would not eat this yet. Forgot to get my compost bowl. There's actually not a lot of fruits and vegetables that I'm prepping today. You know, I usually just do my vegetables separate. For a lot of these meals, actually all of them, except for, you know, obviously the smoothies have fruit and vegetables in them, some of them. And my knife is super dull. Comment down below if you have a really good knife, quality knife brand that you like, and how you like to sharpen your knives, because I'm not very good at that either. Oh gosh. Okay, this is where I'm keeping my smoothies. Let's see how many I got out of everything. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 smoothies, and they say they're supposed to be 2 servings, but I think in some of these I put extra and they will be able to feed, you know, me and my kids, or maybe the whole family. So that is really, really good. Okay, I have 2 stations set up, one over here and one over here. That is going to make me 16 chicken burritos. I bought extra tortillas. I think I made a little bit of extra rice, so I'm just going to make it stretch and make 16 instead of 10 of the recipes. So I'm just going to do like an assembly line. Do rice first, beans, chicken, cheese, and roll them up. Okay, here's what they look like without the cheese. So rice, beans, chicken, and I got quite a lot in each one, even with doing 16. So I'm going to add the cheese and roll them up. Okay, here's all the burritos, and I'm just going to put them in freezer bags that I have the name, date, and instructions on how to cook them. I decided to do one more recipe before I break for lunch. Look how big. I don't think I've ever bought this much ground beef before, but I paid $3.88 per pound. And I got, how many pounds? 9.5 pounds. So I need 4.5, no, I need 4 pounds for the other recipes that I'm doing, which would leave me 5.5. That's perfect. Okay, we're just gonna have to guess. We'll go with this for the other stuff. Turn it. Took off my rings. All the ingredients are in here. And okay, come here. And I'm gonna squish all this together. And these I just thaw in the fridge and then cook them like the recipe says. Oh, but I put ketchup, more ketchup on also. I think this is in the recipe. More ketchup on before I cook them. But they come out really, really good. I like them a lot. I decided I'm also going to wrap them in freezer paper this time and then put them in the bag. I'm going to see if that, I mean, there wasn't anything wrong with them, but I do feel like it might be a little bit better to keep them wrapped. Like maybe they'll last a little bit longer. Okay. Okay, so this is what one looks like. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 meatloafs. Woo! And by the time I clean up everything, that's been another hour and a half. So we are 5.5 hours in. 5.5 hours in. Still several things to go. What do I still need to do? I need to do the Instant Pot chili, which I don't think that will be too bad. I think it's just mostly combining it into the bag. I think the only thing I have to cook is the ground beef, the beef enchiladas, sausage McMuffins, pancakes, and, oh no, black bean burgers, and loaded potato soup. I have got a lot of stuff left. Alright, I'm going to take a break. I think I'll probably only do a couple because I got to eat lunch and then I got to go pick up the kids from school. So I'll probably only tackle 1, maybe 2 of those after the kids come home from school and then do more tomorrow. Okay, so I'm back from picking up the kids and I decided I'm going to do 2 more recipes. So the Instant Pot chili and the enchiladas. So I'm starting with the chili. I already have my avocado, or no, I'm not. I used olive oil. Olive oil, and then I've got my onions and my garlic that I just did in my Ninja. And I'm going to cook that up. And then do the hamburger meat. And while this is cooking, I'm going to put the rest of the ingredients into 2 bags. I'm just gonna literally split everything into the 2 bags. I wanted to do 2 because, I don't know, every time I make soup or chili or something like that, we never eat all of it, and instead of having leftovers, I decided, hey, I'll just make 2 dinners out of it, and then we'll have like crackers and cheese and sour cream and stuff to put on top of it. Everything's in the bags except for the meat. So I'm going to put these in and then I'll be done with the chili. I'm having to hold it open because they're gonna fall over if I let go. There's a lot of liquid in it. Okay, there's my 2 chilies, and they did give a tip to, oh my gosh, and they did give a tip to like put it in a bowl so it's easy to fit in the Instant Pot. I don't think I have, and then like you put the bowl with that in the freezer, it freezes like that, and then you can take the bowl out. I don't think I have enough room for that in my freezers, so I'm just going to either have to thaw it just a little bit to be able to like break it and put it in a pot or Instant Pot. Yeah. So then let me go put these in the freezer. I have, hopefully you can see, I have cooked the hamburger meat and drained it and added the taco seasoning and the water, and now I am about to add the refried beans and mix that all together. This is the filling for the enchiladas. Okay, I think that's good. And now all I have to do is assemble them. So I do like to pour a little bit of enchilada sauce in my pan just so they don't stick after I cook them. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And all 4 of my pans are making 4 of these. And then we will put this in tortillas, put them in the pans, top it with enchilada sauce and cheese. Uh-oh. I think I got the 2 big tortillas. Oh well. Okay, so I'm doing foil, writing the instructions on it, and then plastic wrap over it. There's all 4 ready to go in the freezer. Okay, it's after dinner. I'm letting the kids play for just a bit before bedtime, and I'm going to work on the sausage McMuffins. So the recipe calls for you to do like nice round eggs, but I don't have anything to do that with, so I'm just going to scramble them all and put it on a big sheet pan, and then we're just going to do squares. Also says to cut these things out in circles. I ain't doing that. They're gonna go on just one slice, and then I gotta mix up the sausage patties and make those. So let's get started. And here's what the egg pan looks like done, and I'm just going to cut them into 12 squares. I do have to let them cool all the way before I make the sandwiches. Alright, and I am not going to make these look super nice either. I'm just doing them like this. And I didn't put them in the freezer. They said that was a step so that they stay together. Hopefully mine do okay. We shall see. Okay, everything is cool now. I have all of my English muffins and cheese already laid out. So now I just have to put the sausage and the egg, and then I have to wrap it in a damp paper towel, and I'm going to wrap it in aluminum foil before I put it in the freezer bags. So it's just a easy one serving thing that I can get out. Oh geez, I'm tired. So there are 12 of these. There's all 12. It's the next morning and I told the kids I'd make pancakes. So we're gonna make a double batch of whole wheat pancakes. This is the first time I'm doing this recipe, so hope they taste good. And yeah, I'm gonna freeze all the rest of the ones that we don't eat. All the pancakes are done. A few have already been eaten, and we'll eat a few more before I pack them in these freezer bags. I'm literally just going to put them in. So total, I did 2 batches, so like I doubled the recipe. Yeah, that's what it means. And it made 31 pancakes. So probably, if we were saying 2 pancakes per person, about 15 servings of pancakes. And of course we have our nice candle. Smells like coffee, breakfast in bed, going. Now we're going to do the black bean burgers. Oh, and then we'll only have one thing left after this. What? I found a painting book that you can look at flowers. Cool. Alright, here's the mixture for the black bean burgers, and I'm going to add the breadcrumbs. Okay, and now I have to refrigerate this for 20 minutes, and then I'll be able to make patties, fry it up, and then put them in a freezer bag for later. Alright, time to form the patties. Let's see if we can make 6. 3, 4. These look pretty good. I think my husband is going to be impressed. He's been buying them from the store. I might have already mentioned this. He's been buying them from the store, but they are expensive. They're like $1 each. Oh, I didn't add up how much this was, but I'm sure a lot cheaper than that. And maybe a bit healthier. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure the store-bought ones are pretty healthy. Okay, it's pretty good. Yeah.
I want
Oh no.
Doritos. I want Doritos.
Alright, here they are all done. I've got to let them cool completely and then put this tray in the freezer to let them freeze completely and then put them in a freezer bag. So they look pretty good. I'm excited to see how they taste. Last recipe! Instant Pot loaded potato soup, and let's chop some potatoes. Okay, I'm lazy and don't want to cut these up. And I actually like them extra fine, so going in here. Everything's in there except for the sour cream and salt and pepper. Now I got to pressure cook it. I'm sitting with all of my freezer meals and oh my gosh, it was a ton of work. Took me days and days. I spent a little over 12 hours cooking and cleaning and putting everything in the freezer, but I think it will be well worth it for after baby number 4 comes. Let me go over what all, just kind of like a recap. So for breakfast, I made 20 smoothies with probably at least 3 servings each, 31 pancakes for, we're gonna count that, 15 servings, 12 individual sausage egg McMuffins, and then for lunches, 6 black bean burgers and 16 chicken burritos, and then for dinners, it's 20 dinners total. That feeds my family of 5, possibly with a little bit of leftovers, but I'm not going to count the leftovers. So that's 5 meatloafs, 5 marinated chickens, 4 beef enchiladas, 2 baked potato soups, 2 chilies, and 2 barbecue pork. So total of 105 meals. Some of them were individual servings, others were of course meals for 3 or 5, but it equals a total of 209 servings of food. And I'm very proud and very happy with the results. I hope you enjoyed today's video and you got some ideas for recipes or maybe some motivation to do some freezer meals. This is the biggest one I've ever done. Everything barely fits in my 2 freezers. But thank you all so much for watching, and I will see y'all in the next video.